Hello, 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 boot campers!
Yes!
Welcome to the Makers Gonna Learn ecosystem world. I am so excited.
I'm excited too.
It's day one. My name's Tanner, the founder here at makersgonnalearn.com. Lauren is here.
Hi.
Woo-hoo. She is going to be crafting with us today. I am so excited.
And I hope you guys are ready to get this week started with a bang because y'all, we're bringing it.
It is so good, my friends. I cannot believe, first of all, let's talk about all the different things that we have going on today. We have so many giveaways. We have so much good stuff here today, and I am so excited that you're here. Now, boot camp is happening 5 days this week, kicking off Monday, going all the way to Friday. We have giveaways every single day.
Every day.
Ooh, it's good. You want to be here live because the more that you show up live, the more value we can give you, and you're just always gonna get more when you show up live. Now, replays for this boot camp is very unique, unlike anything we've ever done before. And what we are doing is for anyone that is not a Makers Gonna Learn member, you have access to this training until the end of National Craft Month, March 31st. On March 31st, we'll be removing these from the free internet. And we are putting an edited version of the training inside our vault for our members. So members are getting all the classes forever to make these amazing projects.
So exciting.
So exciting. And we have a good mix of brand new Cricketers with our members. It is so incredible. I just want to welcome every single person here today. Hello, hello, hello. Renee, Sarah, Kimberly, Glenda, Tanya. Y'all, what I want to let you guys know, here at Boot Camp, we're going to give you everything you need to make all 5 of these projects. And I don't want you to feel like you have to make right alongside us. What I want you to do, though, is to watch how we do things. Watch what to do, when we do certain things in the software, and different things like that. Boot Camp is a condensed week where we all get to come together, share our creative juices, and have a lot of fun. I'm so excited. What's your favorite part of Boot Camp, Lauren?
I think it's just getting to see everyone, like what you all create. Because a lot of our friends who are already in our membership, once they create something from boot camp, they'll post it in our Facebook page. And I love that. And one of the things that I am hoping as a craft producer, one of the things that I'm hoping I can help with you guys is to get through those creative blocks and stop consuming, start making.
Let's do that
is
today.
My theme for the week.
I love it. Now, day one's project is probably something the vast majority of us may have never made before. We're making an orchid. This seems intense, but I've got to watch you make it. We've talked about it. Tell someone here that is like on the fence, should they make this? What do you have to say to them?
I think this is something that you have the supplies that you need. No, you may not have
everything.
You may not have the Spanish moss. You may not have the pot. You may not have the floral foam. That's not what we're focused on today. That just brings it all together to make it more of a DIY, like a home piece, like a piece of art that you've created for your decor. What we want to focus on today is you cutting the flower out and gluing it together. Y'all, if you can cut that out, glue it together, you have a win.
And that's a good point. Let's say the base model for today, the base goal for today may not be finishing it beautifully like Lauren is going to show you. Your base could be, can I cut the layers? And can I start learning how to make them look more like a flower and less like paper? I think that's a win right out of the gate. That is going to be incredible.
And I know for those that are here that have signed up and got the supply list, I linked the 12 by 12 paper just because you have more area to work with. But y'all, if you don't have that 12 by 12 paper, I'm sure you have a piece of 8.5 by 11 white cardstock. Start there. Cut one flower. See how we do it. Y'all, it's literally a download, cut it file.
I love it.
No manipulation, super easy. And then assemble it. And this is something that if you can at least assemble one flower, by the end of the day, y'all, that's a win.
Yep.
That's a big win.
That's gonna be awesome. This is such a great goal, and you're going to definitely be able to accomplish that today. So that's our promise, bare minimum, or you may be able to build the whole orchid. That will be awesome. I also want to do another little update. We are giving something away each day. So today's giveaway, if you have enrolled in boot camp or if you're a member, you're automatically enrolled. $100 worth of cardstock. It's such a great gift card. We're so excited.
Yeah.
Ashley Falco will tell you about her. Day 2, we're giving away an auto heat press. Day 3, we're giving away our favorite Canon printer. Huge, wide format.
Huge.
It's big. Day 4, we're giving away a $100 Amazon gift card. And day 5, we're giving away a Cricut Maker 3. Woohoo! So this is gonna be super, super exciting. I cannot wait. But what I wanna let you guys know about, if you are not a Makers Gonna Learn member, I want to invite you to stay to the end of today's presentation because we have a special, special offer for you that is being announced today that is only available from today until the end of boot camp on Friday.
Yeah.
Now, Lauren, we have kind of went crazy this month and a lot of those spots are claimed.
I know.
So there's only 300 left. But we're going to go over everything for anyone that's on the fence about joining the membership. We have a National Craft Month special offer.
I know.
Just for this week, just for boot campers. So we're super excited. I'm going to go into all the detail of that offer later. We want you to get the most out of boot camp.
Yes.
We want you to craft like never before, learn like never before, and we're gonna do it together. So we have over 960 people here live with us. How incredible. It's boot camp, right? Like we're doing it. We're doing the thing together, and I just wanna say thank you for showing up live. I want to give away something random. Let's give away a bonus giveaway.
I told y'all last week, we called it. I said, if Tanner's gonna be here and you all show up, there's a 95% chance he's gonna give away something live.
It's incredible. So we are gonna do a bonus $100 Amazon gift card just for someone live here today. If you would like a $100 Amazon gift card just for being here, comment me, let me know in the comments. Sadie from my team is go pick someone at random. And we're already getting some questions of like, should I join your membership? How much is it? All I'm gonna tell you right now, there's a link down below. There's only 300 spots to unlock this bonus where you're getting some things mailed to you.
Yes.
If you use the coupon code CRAFT40, and that will get you grandfathered in at this insane rate. So there's 300 spots. Use the coupon code CRAFT40, and that will get you a spot. But there's only 300. There's almost 1,000 people here live. Y'all, can we just say thank you from the bottom of our hearts?
Yes.
Over 26,000 people enrolled in boot camp this week.
This has been something that Tanner, we've done boot camps before.
We never invited the public.
We've never, exactly. And so it was one of those things, Tanner had a goal of how many he wanted to sign up for boot camp. And y'all, it's free, so sign up is
we just get to email you the supplies and give you the files for free, gifts from us.
So when he said he had a goal of having 20,000 people sign up, I was like, there is no way. We might get, what, 10, 11?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we had 10 or 11
the first week.
And so I was like, okay.
What are we going to really hit?
I've never talked to 1,000 people at one time. Like, okay, we're going to do this.
It's awesome. So we have a giveaway winner. And again, thank you all for showing up. If you don't win this giveaway, stick with us all today, all week long. It's going to be incredible. Yes. Today, our first boot camper taking home a giveaway is Miss Kathy Matthews. Woo! She says, hey, Tanner, yes, I would love a gift card. So Kathy, you are our first giveaway winner. If you are Kathy Matthews, email our customer support, hi@makersgonnalearn.com, and that will give you, send us your best Amazon account email. That way we can send you that digital gift card from our team to you. Thank you so much for being here. And then, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Woo, we just broke 1,000. Hey guys.
Can I just say our record for people
We're gonna break
on
it
live
this week. We're gonna break it this week.
1,100.
Yeah, and we're slowly creeping up there, y'all. Slowly creeping.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be incredible, and it is gonna be so good.
I would love to break that today.
Yeah, I would love to break that today. So just to let you guys know, if you signed up for boot camp, you have the supply list, you have the gift, you have the cut files, and all you need to do is sign up to be enrolled in all the giveaways. So it's so easy, just your email. We've linked it down below. We're super excited. Lauren, are you ready to
I'm ready.
get started with us?
Are you guys ready?
Are y'all ready? Give us a yes in the comments. Let's get started inside of day one here at Maker Boot Camp to celebrate National Craft Month. Lauren, what supplies do we need today?
Okay, so it looks like there is a lot on the table. Please don't let this intimidate you. This is just everything that you're gonna have to fully complete the project. Really and truly, if we're just talking about the flowers, there's only a few things that you need, but we're gonna go over everything that you're gonna need to complete this project today. So I'm gonna set this guy over here to the side. So first off, you are going to need some type of white cardstock. I do have 8.5 by 11, and I also have the 12 by 12 white Ashley Falco paper here. You can use any kind of cardstock. This is about a 65 to 80 pound weight cardstock. It's a medium weight cardstock is what we're gonna be using. You don't wanna go too thick on your cardstock, because if you go to 100 or 120 pound cardstock, it's not gonna be as easy to really shape it in the floral, like in the petals, that's the way you want it. So it needs to be between a 60 or 65 to 80 pound cardstock. I also have my green cardstock for the leaves. Now, one thing that I want to kind of let you guys know, when you are choosing the green for your leaves, because you are going to be using floral wire and floral tape, my advice to you, get your floral wire or floral tape and take it to the cardstock section and match it up as best you can.
Smart.
That is gonna make it look a lot more natural, is if you try to match the green color cardstock for the leaves to what is going to be the stem, okay? So obviously we do need the green cardstock. Like I said, we are going to be using floral tape. This floral tape is linked. I just got it from our local craft store. Here locally, we have a Hobby Lobby really close, so I just got it from there. You can get it from Amazon. There are so many different places you can get floral tape, but we are going to be using floral tape. Now, I don't know about you all, but I can't, like the way that floral tape makes my fingers feel is really, it's not my favorite, but it is key to this project to have this floral tape. Now for the stem, we are going to be using floral stem wire. The actual length of this is 18 inches. I don't think you need it necessarily this long. You might for the top pieces, but we are using 18-inch floral stem wire. This is 20 gauge wire for those that are curious.
Love it.
If you want to take a screenshot of that so you can actually see that, I'll hold that up there for just a few minutes. If you don't have this already, you can take a screenshot of what that is.
We do have a few people asking about cardstock. Do you want to give them just a few tips about feeling their cardstock? When you are purchasing cardstock, you can read on there and it'll tell you 65, 80, 100, 120, but once you feel it the first time, you will know, yes. Okay, this is what 80-pound cardstock feels like.
Do you want to go grab a piece of like that thicker cardstock we have outside? Because you can actually hear it.
Yes.
You can actually hear how much thicker one piece is than the other. So you can, this is kind of more of a high pitch, but this is what I would consider standard cardstock.
Yes.
Like this is what you would find. Now this is the thicker. Do y'all hear the difference, how much thicker that sounds? Anyway, this is a 120-pound. It's not as flimsy. So are we overhead? You can see this one's not as flimsy as this one is. So this is gonna be, I don't know, like your 12 by 12 cardstock sheets are going to be 60 or 65 pound cardstock.
Right.
So that's going to be the standard 12 by 12 cardstock that you find at a craft store. The Ashley Falco paper is a 60 to 65 pound cardstock. So that is, I guess, when we're talking about crafting, and you're really trying to manipulate paper, you're trying to shape it the way that you want, that's my favorite. 60, 65, 80 will work as well, just because it really does what you want it to do.
Yes. And
it still holds its shape, whereas copy paper would rip and tear. It's not going to hold its shape because it's a lighter weight paper. Okay?
Love it.
Yes, Jennifer says some cardstock doesn't cut well and is too stiff to work with. This 120, we use it sometimes, but it is one of those that is harder to cut and harder to work with, especially with your Cricut. You have to use it on heavy cardstock, more pressure.
Yes.
And then you also have to check it. So back to the supplies. Now, we are going to be, and as you can see, I have a couple of flowers that I have already created here. So we're going to be kind of like scoring or bending this paper to make the petal shapes. Now, there are special tools, especially if you are a paper crafter. There's a good chance that you have the tools, and I don't know the exact terminology for those tools. The ones that have like the round balls on the end for you to do that.
Right. There are special tools, but we like to teach from, if you are a beginner, what can we use and kind of use in new ways? So Lauren, what tool are you recommending today?
So instead of having to go out and buy those special paper tools, I'm recommending that you actually just use your Cricut scoring stylus. Now, this is something that if you are a Cricketer, you probably already have. If you're a beginner, you may not have it, but y'all, if you don't have it and you are a beginner Cricketer, I highly suggest you invest in a scoring stylus for multiple reasons. I think that it works really, really well on paper. I prefer it personally, even in the maker, over the scoring wheel, because you can use it and your fine point blade. You can put them both in your Cricut and use them together. Like, you don't have to change out your fine point blade just to put in your adaptive tool if you're using a scoring wheel.
Love it.
So we are using the scoring stylus. Nancy says, is it a melon ball, or is that what it's called?
Similar, yes.
Very similar. But like I said, if you don't have one of these, I'm going to show you exactly how I shape these, and you could probably, the great thing about crafting is there are so many different ways to really take what we teach and use what you have. So I want to teach you how I did it with the Cricut scoring stylus, but I'm already thinking in my head other ways that you could do it. So one of the ways that I'm thinking is if you have a lead pencil and you put that lead all the way in and use the lead pencil to wrap the petals, I can show you how to do that if you don't have a scoring stylus. But I really think a scoring stylus is going to come in key for this project.
I love it.
So we've gone over that, the paper. I do have a really cute flower pot. I got this from Walmart for $2.50.
Thank you, Walmart. Showing out.
I'm obsessed with this. I actually have like 3 or 4 of them for myself. But you do need some type of, if you want the actual completed project, you do need some type of flower pot to put that in. I do also have some floral foam that's just gonna go down in your flower pot to hold your paper orchid up. Once again, I don't want you all to get hung up on all of these extra supplies that we're gonna be using. I really want you to focus on working with paper today, and then I'm just showing you these so that you know what else you'll need to have the completely finished project.
Love it.
You are also going to need some type of acrylic paint, and we are going to be watering down this acrylic paint to make it look more like watercolor. I don't want the full color of the paint, but this is just the apple barrel golden sunset, so any like mustardy color is beautiful for this. And then this is the eggplant, the folk art matte eggplant. That's just going to be like the little dots in the center of the orchid.
Amazing.
Renee asked, this may be a dumb question, but can you do this with the joy? So you actually can. You may only be able to cut one flower at a time, and you will definitely only be able to cut one leaf at a time on the 4.5 by 12-inch mat. You could probably cut 2 flowers on the 4.5 by 12-inch mat on the Joy. It would take a little bit longer, but yes, because the Joy does use the fine point blade, it can cut medium cardstock paper, so yes, you could do this on the Joy. And then last but not least, just for little decorative purposes, we do have some Spanish moss, and this is just another example of some different moss. This is the reindeer moss. This came from the Dollar Tree that you all can purchase, so that's just gonna go in your flower pot for decorative purposes at the very end. But let's go ahead and get this wiped off.
People are loving this. Guys, I want to do something. If you are a Makers Gonna Learn member, will you drop me a heart in the comments? If you have been a Makers Gonna Learn member, will you drop me a heart in the comments? And if you are new or you are not a Makers Gonna Learn member, will you put new in the comments? Just go ahead. I want to see what ratio we've got today between if you're a Makers Gonna Learn member, you know the Cricut, you've been here, or if you're new or not a member, comment new. We'd love to see it today, my friends. Look at all these hearts. New.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I love it. So Lauren is getting ready. We are about to dive inside of Design Space. This right here is the most, in my opinion, this right here is the most important part of today's training, okay? So if you are listening to us while doing other things, come back to us. Lauren is about to walk you through how to build your orchid in Design Space and really turn something into
oh
amazing.
My gosh, all the new people.
So many new people, so many members. Ooh. Welcome everyone. I love getting to see it. It is so good to see everyone here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So good to see such a great group today. And also thank you guys for 1,120 people watching live with us today. So awesome.
Yay.
Lauren, are you ready to talk about what you're doing?
I am ready. Are you guys ready? Okay, so here in Design Space, you can see I already have my leaves here in my orchid, but y'all, we're gonna scroll over here to the side because I want to show you from the beginning how we are going to do this. So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna head over to makersgonnalearn.com and we'll just go ahead and we'll go to our main page here. So if you all are new, Makers Gonna Learn is a membership site where we bring you thousands of cut files and hundreds of fonts and new cut files every month. I think our library is up to, correct me if I'm wrong, 13,000 cut files and
well over 1,100 fonts.
Yes, so we have so many fonts and cut files, and you get 1,000 new cut files and fonts. Not 1,000 new fonts, but 1,000 new cut files and new fonts every month. So we're constantly bringing you new things.
Yes.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to our cut files section and how we are going to download. So I want to, because I know that we have a lot of new people here, so I want to take it back to the basics a little bit. What we're gonna do is we're first going to search for the cut file that we're going to be using. And this cut file will be found under the name, not Orchid. Let's try that again, Orchid.
Yes.
So all you have to do is type in your search bar and here you have the beautiful orchid. Now to download this, all you have to do is click this little button right here that has the arrow pointing down. See, I've clicked it once. You don't have to double click, you only have to single click that. And then I'm going to come down here to my downloads. Now, if you have a Windows computer, a lot of times they're down here on the bottom. If you have a Mac, your downloads may be found up here at the top right corner. But what we're gonna do is we are going to double click this because it is a zip file. So you're going to double click. It is going to unzip that file. Now we are going to head back over to Design Space. All you have to do is come over here to upload. We're going to click the upload button. We are going to upload image, and now you can either drag and drop the file into this area, or you can browse. Now, if you browse, you're going to go to your downloads, and it will be here in your downloads. You see it right here? If you want to drag and drop, you will go to your Finder, and you will grab it and pull it in, and you see how Design Space back here in the background is turning green? Do y'all see that? So now it's not. Here, I have the file up here, and then I'm dragging it, and it turns green. That is showing you that that is ready to go, and all you have to do is let off your mouse. We're going to minimize this. Oh, that is Design Space. We don't want to minimize that. We're going to cancel this.
And there you have it.
And now it's ready to upload into Design Space. So all you have to do, come down here to the bottom right-hand corner, click Upload, okay? And now all you have to do is select it. You see how there is a green box around it? Once you click it, that will be selected. And now all you have to do is add it to Canvas.
I love it. Now, Lauren, for anyone that signed up for boot camp, we have given them the files completely free. So
yes.
Will you go to Google Chrome?
I will.
And will you show them under the supplies right there? This is your special link to where you have all of your supplies, but hold your scroll. Do you see right here in this beginning paragraph, it says boot camp cut files and fonts. Just any boot camper that is not a member, every file to participate in boot camp is free for you. You would click that link and download from there. We have given you these files just as a free thank you for signing up, but we wanted you to understand how easy it is for if you decide to join Makers Gonna Learn, you will be able to enjoy these files and how easy it is. So that is super, super awesome. We are just loving everything for it. So
it's right there.
Yay,
so
there it is.
Once you click that, you will go to Boot Camp 2023, open that up, and it's here, the 3D paper orchid. And then you would just download it onto your computer. So if you're not a member, you still have access to those files. Let's go over really quickly again where you can find them. This link would have been sent to your email, so check your email. You may need to look in the trash or the spam folder. Sometimes they get sent to the spam folder, especially if you are new to signing up to our emails. You'll just move that to your regular inbox. But you will click here in the second paragraph where it says Boot Camp Cut Files and Fonts. It will then pull it up right here like so, and then you'll Boot Camp 3D Paper Orchid.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Perfect. We can go back to Design Space.
Now that we're in Design Space, I want to show you guys this file that you see in the background. That's the one that I had sized, but y'all, look at this. This is already perfectly sized for you. So all you have to do, we're gonna scroll over and bring this guy over here. All you have to do is hit ungroup, okay? So what that is going to do is that's going to ungroup the flower by itself, and it's going to ungroup both of these leaves, okay? So now what you'll need to do is we're going to duplicate the small leaf, bring it over here, and then we're also going to duplicate, not the small leaf again, we're going to make sure the larger leaf is selected, and we are going to duplicate that as well. Mary, no, you do not have to be a member to download the Orchid. All you have to do is, if you signed up for boot camp, check your email. You will find the supply list, the link to the supply list there, and we actually give you these files for free. So we're almost ready to cut from here.
Wow.
Seriously, we're almost ready to cut. And I'm just going to pop back over here, and I'm just going to delete all this old stuff because I don't need it. So now that we have duplicated both the small leaf and the large leaf, is everybody on the same page? So we brought the file in, we ungrouped it, so now we have the orchid separate and then we duplicated the small leaf, duplicated the large leaf. Now what we're going to do is we're going to select our orchid, and you're going to duplicate that flower, that orchid, as many times as you want, depending on how many flowers you want on your plant. So in the original one, we have 5. So we'll just duplicate that 5 times. So we've already got 1, so then 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have, and actually I'm going to undo because I didn't mean to. We now have, we'll separate these out, 5 orchids. We have petals for 5 different flowers. One last step before we are ready to cut, okay? Sue says, I'm lost. Sue, is there something, Carol also says that I'm lost. Where did you get lost? I want to make sure that we are all on the same page, okay? And I want to make sure that everybody understands. So we'll delete these flowers back out. So Rose is saying that it won't ungroup. The file let's go back to uploads. This is the file that I uploaded. Select it. I'm going to add it back to Canvas. Okay? So we'll scroll over this way. Maybe we won't.
If you just scroll it down.
Let's just delete all this out. We're just going to start over. So we've added our file to our canvas. Okay? Added the file to the canvas. Up here in the top right corner, there are 3 buttons. 3 buttons here. First one says ungroup. Second one says duplicate. Third one says delete. Okay? Ungroup, duplicate, delete.
So Lauren, actually, can I just pause you? It seems like quite a few of our friends are having trouble downloading the file from the supply list. So can you go to that Google Drive folder right here? Will you show them how to download the whole folder or the file? So we may want to, instead of clicking, so look, Lauren, you're trying to click and you're like, how does this open? Everyone's trying to click that. Are you guys clicking it and you're like, how does this work?
Right.
We have a little hacky hack for you. Are y'all ready to be blown away? Because even me and Lauren are like, you should be able to click it and download it. Lauren, will you show us what we really have to do? Because this is a full folder and they need all of the files.
So what you'll do is you'll just come up here to the top right corner because this is a Google.
Did you take me away? Sadie said they could see it. I was covering up the download. Oh, you're good.
Yeah. And then you're going to hit download.
So you must download the Boot Camp zip folder we have linked before trying to open it online. So now that Lauren has downloaded the full folder, will you open that for them?
Yes. So before I open it, make sure top right-hand corner, once you click that link, there's an arrow pointing down that says download. Click that. You see here, we're going to double-click this zip file. So 1, 2, and it's going to open up, but you're still not done there. We're going to, it says Boot Camp 2023. We're going to double-click that again, and here you have all of the fonts, all of the files that you need, and here it says 3D paper orchid. Okay.
Love it.
If you are a Windows user, it will still do the same thing. It is just a Google document, so it will download the same as if you are a Windows user is what I was trying to say. Windows user or a Mac. Now you may have to right click and extract. That may be something that if it's not working, try right clicking and extracting. Okay?
Yep.
And then from there, I would just leave this. This is your Finder. What you're going to do is go back to Cricut Design Space, go to your uploads. We're going to upload image. I'm going to come back and go to my Finder. It's under Files if you're a Windows user, Finder if you're Mac. So here it is pulled up. 3D paper orchid is the one that I want.
And you upload it just like you will when you're a Makers Gonna Learn member, and you have access to our whole entire library. So it's the same process. And what I want to encourage anyone that's like trying to do this project and do the steps, you may want to slow down and just watch us make this today, right? You may want to just slow down and make it with us, and then this evening, apply everything you learned. You'll be able to apply it so much quicker because you're going to stay focused and watch Lauren make this. So Lauren, take it away. I think we're good now.
Okay.
Thanks for everyone letting us clarify that for them.
Now, if there is some reason you are not finding the link, you have signed up, make sure that you are checking your spam folder for your email. If you still can't find it, you can always email hi@makersgonnalearn.com and we will get you the link sent for the supply list. Once again, the supply lists are not linked down below. We did boot camp a little different this year. So you did have to give us your email, and we emailed you the supply list and the cut files for free.
And here's the thing, if you are here and you're like, oh my gosh, just search Makers Gonna Learn in your inbox if you've already signed up. It'll be there. We've given you the supply list. You've got it. So don't worry. Again, stay focused for the training today, and then you can worry about the logistics after the show. Stay focused. Let's continue.
Okay.
Woohoo!
So once we have uploaded the file into Design Space, we were talking about these 3 buttons here at the top right-hand corner. The first one looks like 2 little boxes stacked on top of each other. That is ungroup. Then you have another one that has a plus symbol in the middle of it. That one is duplicate. And then the trash can is delete. So now we are going to click ungroup. Now you can see that all 3 of these layers, so we have the petals, and each of the different leaves are separate when we click on them from the layers panel, okay? So once all 3 of these layers are ungrouped, we are selecting the small, we're selecting the small leaf. We are hitting, now you can see there's not an ungroup, you can't ungroup because they're all each separate layers. So now we're hitting this middle button at the top right, and that is the duplicate button. So now we have 2 small leaves, and now we're going to select our large leaf, go back to this button in the middle, and click that, and it's going to duplicate the large leaf. Now, back to our flowers. These are the petals that we're working with. Once again, you are going to duplicate that flower as many times as you want, depending on the number of flowers that you want on your orchid. Like I had said earlier, we had 5 on the plant, on the orchid that we created before, so you will just hit duplicate. We've got 1, so duplicate 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you can separate these out, and you can see that we have petals for 5 different orchids. Because
you're making 5 for your project today, right?
Yes.
So if they were going to make all 5 at one time,
yes,
this is what they would do.
Yes, if you were making all 5 at one time, this is what you would do. Now, if you only want to make 1, don't duplicate it that many times.
Yep.
Just use the 1, and then you would cut the 1.
Yes.
I suggest at least cutting 2 so that if you don't want to be overwhelmed, I suggest at least cutting 2. That way, if you mess up on your first one, you have a second one.
Now, we have had a friend say, wait, do we really have to duplicate, or could we just make more project copies? And what we want you to remember is we only need those 4 petals that Lauren has already designed. So the answer is yes, we would duplicate for however many petals you would like to create.
Because what happens, that is a great idea, and I've used project copies quite frequently in the past, and that was where my mind went at first. However, if you have let's just say you only leave 1 petal and you don't duplicate the petal or the leaves, and then you go and do 5 project copies, then you're going to have 5 small leaves and 5 large leaves, and you don't need them. You only need 2 of each.
So now that you're going to make 5, what else do we need?
The last thing that you need before we go to cut is we're going to go to our basic shapes here. We're going to select the basic shapes, and then we are going to select this circle. So the circle is going to come in here. We're going to go up here to our size because we don't need it 2 inches. We need a 1 inch circle, so we're going to delete the 2, type in 1, select enter, and then we have our circle. Now the circle, what that is going to do is that's going to give the base for what we're going to glue these petals onto. So what you're going to need to do is duplicate that circle the number of times or the number of petals or flowers that you have on your canvas. So if you only have 1, you're just going to cut 1 circle. If you are going to cut 2, you're going to duplicate it twice. You're going to have 2 circles. If you have 3, you're going to do 3, and so on and so forth. So we're going to do 5. We're going to cut 5. So here you can see that I have 5 circles and I have 5 petals. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to select all the circles, and I'm just going to change the color of those to black because we're going to cut this on white cardstock as well. And then we are ready to hit make it. Okay? So once we have done all that, we are going to go to make it. Now I'm going back up here to the top. As you can see, 5 of these will easily fit on a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock. However, if you are working with 8.5 by 11, you can change your material size here. And what you would do is on this drop down menu, you're just going to drop that down and select 8.5 by 11. You can manipulate these to make more than 2 fit on the page. But because we are using the 12 by 12 today, we're just going to go back up to our first mat and then go back to the 12 by 12 size cardstock.
So did you guys really see that? Like, that is so crazy that if you have 8.5 by 11 cardstock, you just tell the Cricut, hey, I got 8.5 by 11,
yes,
fit it for me. Do all the work for me. I really want to encourage anyone that is here today and feel like the Cricut doesn't understand you. I really want to offer that the Cricut can only do as much as you're telling it to do. So if you have 8.5 by 11 cardstock, great example. I love that visual, and then it just takes it and does it for you, which is super awesome.
So just to recap really quick, we did use 1 inch circles. We did not resize the flower. If you do resize the flower, if you go up on the size, obviously the petals, the flowers are going to get bigger. If you go down on the size, they're going to be smaller. That's just going to be a personal preference, but you do not have to resize it to get what we have here.
To get what we have done today, everyone is asking what size it is. I love this question, my friends. I think you're asking the wrong question. Everyone asks what size we're making. We are making the size of petals that are automatically there. Lauren did not change her size of her flower. But you could change it if you would like. You can make it smaller. You can make it larger. We would encourage you to use the size we made, right? Like to use exactly what comes in. The size that is uploaded when you upload your file is the size we made today. But feel free to make a smaller one and a bigger one, and you like have them mesh together. Like you can do that. So great question.
If you use the size that we use today, the flowers come to about, once you curl the petals in, it comes to about a 3-inch flower. So that's just, you would size it accordingly. No, Christine, you do not have to group the circles. We are not grouping them together. We are just, because they don't have to be anything specific. We're going to be gluing our petals to the flowers.
Amazing.
So
let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Who is excited to make some of these flowers? This is such a unique skill, and let me tell you, my friends, once you start using your Cricut to make flowers and succulents and all the things like that, you are going to get addicted. There's so many flowers on the Makers Gonna Learn website when you become a member. I'm gonna share with you later today a special offer that you're literally gonna lose your mind about, so just stay tuned. If you're loving the way we teach, we wanna teach you like every day, so we have something special for you. But a lot of people are so excited to make this project. If you love this one, get ready because we have even more projects coming all week while you're here at boot camp with us. I love getting to host you guys and spend time together. Yes, the flowers are amazing. Lauren, what are you doing? Tell us about what you're doing.
So I have added the paper to our light grip mat. A light grip mat is best for this project, especially if you're working with paper. I highly suggest you use a light grip mat. Now, I use the Cricut brayer to braid this down. If you have a squeegee, you can squeegee it down. Both, they work the same. So that's just gonna be a personal preference, but you're gonna make sure that paper is really good and secure on your mat, okay?
Awesome.
So now what we are gonna do is we are going to, for some reason, my computer is not on Design Space. We're gonna hop back over to Design Space. We're going to click Continue. We are using the Explore 3 today, and I am going to be cutting this on medium cardstock.
Sherry asked, wait, you're using the blue mat? Do I have to use the blue mat? Sherry, use whatever mat you got, my friend. Green mat, blue mat. Heck, if you've given your purple mat some love, use it. Great question.
Yes, so when he says if you've given your purple mat some love, if it's a brand new strong grip mat, if you're just taking the stuff off of it, I probably wouldn't use it, but this is you can use a standard grip mat for this if that's what you have.
Yep, love
Don't think that just because we're using the light grip mat, you can use a standard grip mat. That would be fine. But if you plan on doing a lot of paper projects in the future, you might want to look into getting some of the light grip mats. Now, I will say this. This is the Nicopa mat. We get these on Amazon. Love these. These are the off-brand Cricut mats that we absolutely love. So once we have selected medium cardstock setting, we are going to load this into our Cricut. I'm going to make sure there's nothing behind there to knock it off. And I did see where somebody said, I don't see any score lines on this file. You are correct. There are no score lines on this file. We're actually going to be using the Cricut scoring pen like physically ourselves. And you'll see how we do that here in a few minutes.
Stay tuned.
Once our Cricut has measured our mat length, sorry guys, we're gonna hit the play button, the flashing play button.
And this is gonna cut out, Lauren, it's cutting out all 5 of your flowers.
Yep.
It's cutting out all 5 of your circles.
Yep.
And like, what do you get to do while that cuts? Like, you know,
we're just waiting on it to cut.
We're just gonna hang out. So do we have any questions, y'all? Day 1 of boot camp. Reminder, we have daily giveaways if you're a Makers Gonna Learn member or you enrolled in boot camp, okay? If you enrolled in boot camp or you're a Makers Gonna Learn member, you're automatically enrolled. Today we're giving away a $100 gift card to Ashley Falco for her paper. So either one, member or enrolled in boot camp, you've got it. There has been a lot of questions about, can I watch this again? You have it until the end of National Craft Month, okay? So you've got to get in while you can. That is super, super fun, and we love it, so yay!
Somebody asked what brand of mat we use. It is the Nicopa, N-I-C-A-P-A.
Yep.
One thing we can do while that is cutting is we can get our paints ready, because we are going to be painting. Now, somebody asked, could you not use yellow for the circles? Let me just go ahead and show you. The circles are actually going on the back. So the yellow would make that stand out and make it look very not natural.
Right.
Now, if you wanted to use yellow on the insides, it's possible. However, I think using the acrylic paint and watering it down to make it look more like a watercolor, to me, looks more natural than just using a stark yellow paper on the inside.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So what we're gonna do, you can see I've already got some paints here. I think my purple is almost dry. I'm just gonna put a little bit more purple here. And then I actually think my yellow is good to go. It's great. And I do have a cup of water here. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna make sure that your brushes are really wet. You are gonna need 2 separate brushes for each of these colors, strictly because the yellow is such a light color. So I'm going to make sure there's some water in my brush, and then I'm just gonna drop it in my paint and just kind of feather it out to water that paint down to get ready to paint the insides of our flower pieces. So now that the Cricut has cut that and we've got our paint ready, I'm gonna move the paint back over to the side. I'm going to come over here to my Cricut. I'm going to unload the mat. As you can see here, it has cut out beautifully. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to unload this, or take these off, and we're gonna let gravity do the work. So we're gonna turn it upside down and just really kind of help peel those petals back. And if you want to do this to where the petals stay together, so that you don't get confused, you can do that. Because there are specific petals. So these 2 petals here are going to go on the bottom of the circle, and this one is going to go on the top of the circle. And then you have your larger petals are on the sides. And then this piece is going to be the centerpiece, okay? So let's just take what we have there, and we're gonna grab a circle. And I'm going to show you guys exactly how to assemble these, how to score and assemble these flowers. However, before we do that, one other thing I forgot to do. We're actually just gonna unload the rest of these off this mat, and then I'm gonna add my green paper to the mat so that we can go ahead and cut the leaves while we're working on the other pieces.
I love this. And if you guys have never thought about using reverse tweezers or tweezers in general, as you become more of a seasoned paper crafter, you will find reverse tweezers are your best friend. So just notice some tips here if you're a first-time boot camper. Some of the best ways to learn from someone is to watch the process, watch the technique of how Lauren's going to paint, how much is it? Like, look at all of the how she's doing it and ask yourself, okay, can I peel things this way? All of those things are going to really help you adapt the years of knowledge and tests that Lauren and our entire team has for you to get those quick wins, for you to get those quick results. If you love learning here on a free training like this, imagine inside our program, Makers Gonna Learn, the membership, it's like drinking from a fire hose. I mean, every month we have a master class. Last week we went live on a Zoom call and people got to ask their questions live. Lauren, what did y'all teach?
Last week, Alicia taught us how to make a cameo of like this. So a cameo is like the side profile of someone's face. And we applied that to wood using HTV.
And we got to watch other members like have aha moments and come together as a community. I actually saw some people post them in our Facebook community with great results. So just think about that if you are a member or considering to be a member. There's so much opportunity today.
So now I'm just going to be loading my green piece of paper in here. Once again, we are cutting this on medium cardstock. This is just going to be for the leaves. Somebody did ask, so is there 7 pieces per flower? Yes, there are 7 pieces per flower. So once again, we have our 2 side pieces. This piece, these 3 pieces look very similar. Let me hold these up so you can see. These 3 pieces look very similar. How I remember to separate these out, the 2 smaller pieces are the 2 bottom pieces, and you can see that one is a little larger than these 2 pieces. So that is going to be your top, okay? So here we go. We've got our top, 2 bottom, and then our side pieces. And then this is going to be in the middle. Are we centered, Sadie? Okay, so you all see how this is laid out. Now, I'm going to be doing this on, this is just a Cricut Easy Press mat. you can do this on a soft surface. You can lay a towel down. You can hold it in your hand and do it. But you do need a surface that is not so hard, that kind of has a little give to it when you are doing this portion. Just because if you did it on a hard surface, it's not going to give you as great of results. So what I want to do first, because I kind of want to paint this first and kind of let it dry before I assemble it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down here and I'm going to take my scoring stylus and I'm just going to move in a circular motion here around these two sides of the petal, and you can see how it kind of curls it up. And then I'm going to take the tip of my scoring stylus, I'm going to make a line here in the middle, and then I'm going to fold this together. Does everybody see this? And this is what makes it look like a real flower.
This is how you go from paper to flower.
Yes. So you're folding this in the middle, and then what I like to do is take my scoring stylus and curl this side up, curl that side up. We're going to curl the top up right here. And then we're also going to take it, I know we folded this, but we're also going to take this and curl it up like that and just kind of fold it together.
Love it. Yes, use whatever you have. If you don't have the scoring tool, use the ball scoring stylus. Like, use anything. Use anything similar to this.
So that is how you're going to bend and fold that middle piece. Okay?
Amazing.
Yes, I will do that again here in just a second. I will assemble another one. But once that is folded like that, I'm going to bring my paint back in because, like I said, I kind of want this to dry. So I'm going to add just a little more water to our paint. We're watering it down. And then what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to come in here and lightly brush over this. Now, if you want it lighter, you can water this down even more. But we are just painting, and it doesn't have to all be painted. That's the beauty of really anything you find in nature, is nothing is perfect.
Right.
So this is a really great thing to tell yourself, y'all, this doesn't have to be perfect, because guess what? Nature is not perfect. And we're wanting to create something that could be found in nature. Okay? So if there's a little white showing, it's all good. I would not worry about it. And we're just going to paint, and I am painting the back and the front of this piece. And I do like the different color variations. It really makes it look like like I said, it makes it look more natural. It doesn't need to all be one solid color. And I'm just gonna set this little guy to the side for right now. Are we all together?
They're loving it.
Okay. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to take our scoring stylus and we're going to create lines here on our side petals. Now, we're doing a different variation of lines. We're doing long lines, short lines. It does not have to be even. We are just scoring the lines in here to make it really look like a real petal.
Can you talk about why you're scoring first before painting? I think that's a great question.
So the reason that I'm scoring first before painting, especially because we are watering down our acrylic paint. So just like if you get a piece of paper wet, you take a chance of it tearing. So it's very, very important that you score before you paint. Because if you paint and then come back and score, then you are going to take a chance of ripping your paper.
Yeah.
So you always want to score before you paint.
Now,
Okay?
there's a lot of questions, and you can continue doing this, but a lot of questions are like, can I use different cardstock? Can I use this? When you are making a flower, like an orchid, if you want to make it, say, a purple flower, a pink, pink orchid, get inspiration from online. Mm-hmm. Look online first and say, is there an orchid? Like I Googled, I see some blue orchids, some deep purple.
Yes.
That is the standard when you're asking yourself, can I do this? You could cut this out of whatever color you wanted, but we're making this look as realistic as possible.
Yes.
So, Lauren, do you want to talk towards how that was like, you had an inspiration to build this? You didn't design this orchid for the first time.
No. So the reason that I personally chose white is because a white orchid is your pretty much golden standard of orchid. There are some beautiful, like, different color orchids. There are deep purple, there are blue, there are pink, there are all kinds of different colors. However, I knew that if I was creating, let's say, a purple orchid, a deep purple, if you see an orchid in real life, you know that that deep purple, it's not the same shade over the whole flower.
Right.
There are variations of that. So I was kind of iffy on creating that because the paper, it's going to be the same shade everywhere. It's still going to be beautiful. So that's why I decided to go with white and then use watercolor, because I felt like I could make it look more natural,
yeah,
and less like a paper flower.
Now, Lauren, why didn't you have the Cricut score for you? Everyone wants to know. Everybody's like, wait, you're scoring? Like,
well, because once again, the Cricut is going to score it in perfect lines.
Mm-hmm.
The Cricut is going to score that in perfect lines. And like I said before, nothing in nature, you will find nothing in nature a perfect anything, okay?
Yep.
Everything in nature is imperfect. So that's why I wanted there to be variations in the lines that I created on these petals.
I love it.
So that's why, and I just feel like, I don't know, it's therapeutic for me.
Love it.
Working with paper like that, it's just therapeutic for me. So once we have scored on these side petals, what we're going to do now is you can take the side of your scoring stylus and then just kind of rub the edges of your, now this is not a necessary step, this is just a little extra because y'all know me and you know I'm a little extra, but this just curls the edges in, so we're just taking it and rubbing it in a circle, and that's just going to make the edges of that petal curl up. Do you see how it's doing that right there? So we're just moving it in a circle and making it curl up. Once you have done that, I like to take the side of this and curl it, and the side petals need to curl in toward the flower, okay? The side petals curl in toward the flower, and then you're just going to repeat the same process on this petal. So like I said, we're working with the side petals first, moving that scoring stylus on the side in a circle around the edges of the petal, and then taking the side of our scoring stylus and curling it around it as evenly as possible to make that petal curl in.
Yes, this is an art, and I will promise you, the first time I did this, it did not feel natural. So the more that you do it, the more that you test this, the more that you build, you're going to fall in love with this. This is probably one of the most therapeutic projects to make with your Cricut, believe it or not.
Yes. So now, because we are working with the petals curling in toward the flower, the two bottom ones are going to curl in as well. Now, I'm not going to do the sides of this one, so you can see, like, if you don't want to do the sides, you can still do that. So that's just going to curl in. Take the side of your scoring stylus and just curl it in that way. And then I'm going to add we're going to add a couple lines on these bottom petals too, just because, why not? Okay?
Love it.
So now this top petal does not curl toward the flower. It actually needs to curl back away. So we're going to take our scoring stylus and curl the top part of that petal back away from the flower, and then the bottom part, we're going to have it curl in just a little bit. So it kind of makes more of an S. Do you all see how it does that? It curls from the top, it's facing back away from the flower, curls in, and then back up like an S.
It's amazing.
Do y'all see this? Are we all good?
Love it.
So now that we have that, I'm going to take my Zig two-way glue pen. Now, you don't have to use the Zig pen. If you have a specific glue that you prefer, you can do that. But I'm going to take the Zig two-way glue pen, and I am going to start assembling. Now, we're going to take the sides and we're going to push them to the side. because we are going to be assembling the 3 leaves, the 2 bottom and the top one first, and then we come back in and place the side ones on top of it, okay? So we'll do the bottom ones. We're just going to, now this is a new glue pen, so give me just a second for me to get this glue out of here. While we're waiting, does anybody have questions?
Oh, yes. Now, just like Lauren mentioned, you heard her say it, so I'm just going to repeat it. Use whatever glue you have. Do not feel like you have to order a Zig 2A glue pen before you make this project. Because guess what? You can pull out Elmer's glue, right? And as long as it stays stuck together, you made the flower. And I really hope you guys like see where we're coming from. We'll show you the best supplies we think, but at the end of the day, we just want you to use what you have. So look at Lauren, we're using the 2A glue. I love that because it goes on blue and it dries clear.
Yes.
So you'll always know when it's ready.
So I'm just adding it to the very bottom of the petal, as you all can see here. And then we are placing these 2. Now they don't have to be sitting right beside of each other. If you want to place them right beside of each other, you can. Once again, y'all, the beauty of this specific paper project is we are trying to recreate something that doesn't have to be perfect. There are some paper projects where it has to be precise or it doesn't work. This is not one of them. This is one that we are going with our heart, a lot of it. So once again, this is on the bottom part of that top leaf. I'm just placing a little bit of this glue.
Love it. And
we're placing it on the top of our circle.
That's awesome. We have someone asking, are we using a scoring stylist or wheel in any other project at boot camp this week? I'm trying to think if we are. I don't think so.
We are not.
Yeah, we have other videos on the channel, and especially inside the 30-day challenge.
And what I can do for you all, if I have one here, I can actually take Alicia, if you want to go grab me a lead pencil, I can show them how they can do this with a lead pencil.
Yeah,
if you don't want to go out and buy a scoring stylist.
You also could use a bone folder.
That'll
you
work.
Could use
It'll be fun.
All sorts of different tools. Honestly, I've even thought of already thinking about you could just use a gift card, like the edge of a gift card, to get the same result.
So now we're adding the glue to the side petals, and there is like a little tab part that we're just going to add this right there on the top. Hold that down till it sticks. And then do the same for this side.
Amazing.
See what I did? Just a little bit goes a long way, y'all. Then we're holding that down. And look at it already.
It's awesome.
I obviously didn't hold that side down long enough.
Yes,
or that side. Let's try this one more time.
And that's the cool part. You can always add more glue if it's not sticking. I do recommend applying some pressure with it. The Zig does usually need that pressure.
So I'm just going to pick this up and we're going to hold that together.
Oh, Carolyn says, love this. I was worried at first if I was going to be able to do this. Carolyn, can you believe that? Let's think back. We are doing this project with 2 sheets of 12 by 12 cardstock. That's it. 12 by 12 cardstock, 2 sheets. We're taking it, we're painting, we're gluing. It is so, so good. Will double-sided tape present issues? Jennifer, you could use double-sided tape. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for this project. I don't think. You'd have to cut such small pieces. You'd have to peel it back. It just seems a little much for me. I would use some type of wet adhesive. Great question.
So now that I have all of these pieces glued down, before I glue down our center, I'm bringing our paint back in, getting it wet again, once again, kind of tapping it on the sides. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in and just very lightly add some little striations on the back side of our flower here.
Someone said this would be a good Mother's Day gift. I totally agree. Totally agree.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with our Zig 2A pen. I'm going to place the glue here in the middle. And I'm going to move this mat up here so I can apply more pressure. and then bring our centerpiece in, lay it down in the center, and hold that. And what I love about this is if this is kind of flattened out from painting, since it's dried, since that was the first thing we did, we can come in here and move this and pull it back up and kind of curl it back and make sure that we apply that nice, good pressure there.
How is that? It looks so good. I love it. I love it.
And then last thing I'm going to do is we are going to take our other brush that has the purple, and I'm just going to dip in this just a little bit.
Oh, Allison just said you could use the edge of the paintbrush to score with too. I love that idea.
Yes, you could use the edge of the paintbrush.
Everybody's got the edge of the paintbrush. Love
and then
that.
we're just going to come in here. Do y'all see what I'm doing? We're just going to do little dots, few dots here and there. Once again, this is not something this does not need to be perfect. This just needs to add a little character.
Oh, look at Lauren. That is making it. Oh, Terry's gonna make it today. Guys, share it with us inside the member-only Facebook group as you make this, or on Instagram, Facebook, all of it.
And then if you feel like, I don't have enough yellow, you can come back in and add some more here on this side. Let's say, oh, I don't like my yellow on this side. Let me add some more over here.
Love it.
You could even like take that purple and kind of like do it. I mean, there's so many things you can do with this.
So good. So good. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
There is our paper flower.
Love it. Look at that, my friends. Oh my goodness.
So, do we want to go over it one more time?
We can. Do you want to talk? I think it might be more beneficial to talk more about applying it to the greenery. Like, how do we really get it all applied or attached? Or we could build another one.
Let's see. I feel like that one, if I can show you really quickly how you can take other objects and score. So let's, for example, we'll use our lead pencil here. One of the ways you can do that is I would take, if you don't have a scoring stylus, take the end of like a lead pencil or a paintbrush. Somebody even said a paintbrush. So here, and you would make those lines and then take either your paintbrush or your lead pencil and just curl this around the edges here and here. So really you can use so many different things to score with. You do not have to have the scoring stylus to score with.
Someone said, I always thought this was hard. Looks super easy and cool. Exactly.
It is super
easy.
It is super easy.
We love it.
So once again, I would just take the end of a pencil. You see how I'm making my lines with the side of it? Not too much pressure or it could rip it. Then take it, curl it around whatever you have. If it's a regular side of a regular pencil. The reason I use a lead pencil is because obviously I can take that lead and push it down and it would not make marks. So we're just curling that. And then you would keep going.
Yeah.
So
show us how to bring the flower together.
Okay. So let's bring the flower together.
This is big. I love this. This is going to be the best part, y'all. Like, it already looks like such a real orchid. It's so awesome.
Yep.
And you're going to love getting to see it, like, really come together.
So I have 3 flowers already pre-made. So we've got 1, 2, 3. So you need the number of flowers that you are placing in your pot is the number of stems that you need. So since we have 3, I am going to take 3 floral stems. Oh, that's 4. I can't count. So we're going to take 3 floral stems here, and then we're going to take our floral tape and we're going to start wrapping along the bottom. So what you need to do, take the very end of your floral tape, bunch it in on itself, and then we're just going to take it and start wrapping this floral wire around.
I love it. And if you weren't here at the beginning, Lauren recommended, and I thought this was so good, to take your floral stem wire over to the cardstock area and pick out cardstock to match your floral stem. That's how our leaves are so, like, they match so well with the floral stem. It's such a great idea.
Now what I'm doing is I'm kind of moving my floral tape up while I'm moving the floral wire down as I twist, so that I'm moving it along and still wrapping it really tight. And we're wrapping it all together. It's
awesome.
So here is where you are going to need to kind of eyeball. I don't think measuring is the way. You really can't measure. So whatever pot that you have, you're going to bring that in, and that's going to really determine how far up you go with your floral tape on this, because I'm going to place this down in here. And let's say I want the first flower. Let me see if I can do this sideways. Can they see it better like this if we're overhead, Sadie? So let's say that I wanted my first flower to be about right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this floral stem and I'm going to bend it where I want my first flower. Okay? Then I'm going to take, say I want my second flower here, I'm going to bend that there, and then we'll bend it on down just a little bit. And then the top one will be closer to there. So depending on how many you have, this is where you can really change it up and make it your own. You can do them closer together, further apart, but we're just kind of bending where we want it, and you're going to see why here in a minute. So once we have that bent, I'm going to move this pot back out of the way, and I'm going to start wrapping again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap up to around where this bend is. Now, what you need to do is take your floral wire or your floral tape, and we're actually going to go on the inside of that first bend right there, and we are not going to tape it together. Okay, do y'all see what I'm doing?
Wow.
I'm leaving that out, and we're going to keep on wrapping. And then once you come to around where your second bend is going to be, you're going to do the same thing.
Someone said, I'm trying this with crepe paper and my flower is floppy. So Michelle, with crepe paper, crepe paper is like practically a fabric. It is really interesting and unique. You can do a lot with it, but we find regular cardstock to be a great way, especially for beginners with paper flowers. A great comment. I love that thought.
Yes.
So super fun. This looks so good, Lauren.
So once you have got to the top, what you're going to do is you're just going to tear your floral wire or floral tape. I keep saying floral wire. You're going to tear your floral tape and you're just going to wrap it here, and it will stick to itself. So you just need to take your fingers, wrap it around, and make sure that it sticks to itself. Okay? So now we have our stem made. Now what you're going to do, this is what I find easiest. This will help bring it all together. You are going to take your floral foam, and we're going to place our floral foam down in our pot, and then place our stem in there before I glue. Now the reason that I'm doing this before I glue is because that way I can move the stems around to where I want them, so that I know the flowers are going to be perfectly placed before I glue them down and I can't change anything. Okay? So I'm just going to take a box cutter. I'm just going to cut this floral foam here. We're just going to break that, place that down in there. 2 layers is going to be too much. And then we're going to place our stem down in the floral foam.
Love it.
So this might be easiest shown on one. What you're going to do now is we are going to take, you can do this with tweezers, or you can do this with wire cutters, whatever. We're just going to kind of eyeball and see exactly where we want our flowers. So you may want this one closer here. You may want this one more out this way, and then the top one, it's really gonna be your preference. Or if you want the bottom one here and this one closer and the top one, that's gonna be all personal preference. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your wire, and we're gonna take some wire cutters, and I'm just going to, let's go overhead so I can show them, so they can see this a little better. I'm going to cut this floral wire right here where I want my flower. And I'm just going to bend this into like a little circle. Now the reason that I'm doing this here is because now that I have created this little hoop, I can place hot glue, and that little hoop is gonna keep that hot glue right there, instead of trying to place it on just this floral stem. So now I want this one about right here. We're gonna cut that, bend this down right here. And then I'm going to cut the top of that one off because I don't want it that tall, and create a loop here.
And you're using one stem per flower, correct?
One stem per flower, yes.
Love it.
I am, but that doesn't mean that you all have to.
Sure.
Just because I'm doing it, if you want to do multiple flowers per stem, you can do that. But most of the time, orchids are one flower per stem.
Love it.
So now we are going to take some hot glue. And what we're going to do, we're just going to place some hot glue here. Maybe. Come on, buddy.
Come on, little Lily.
There we go. And then we'll just take the backing.
Christine said, never thought I would want to make flowers, but this is fun. Christine, when I tell you building flowers is therapeutic, fun, exciting, it's also, can we talk about how affordable this is? We're using like some Dollar Tree items. We're using 2 pieces of cardstock, and Lauren didn't even pull out the bougie paint. She's using watered down apple barrel.
Yeah.
Like, y'all, this is affordable. I mean, if anybody's on a budget, like, this is the project for you. It is so cool. You can put it in a mason jar, right? Like, you don't have to get a pot. Like, it's so cool. I mean, our pot was on sale at Walmart. So again, another deal. Oh, yes.
And then we're just holding this on here to make sure that it stays with the hot glue. Now, if you wanted to add another layer of security, you can put some hot glue on top of it. And one other thing that you could do, if you wanted to, you could take extra circles and place on the back. That way you don't see the stem.
You never see the stem. You never see the glue. It's beautiful.
Yep.
Terry got her pot at Salvation Army. Exactly. Thrifted. I love that.
And then we're just going to keep on going.
Wow.
So now we'll just add some glue here.
So we're attaching the flowers to the stem with hot glue, just traditional hot glue, which is awesome.
And then we're gonna grab another little circle here.
Love it. And listen, guys, if you struggle watering flowers like me, learn to make your own flowers, make your own succulents. There's so many great files inside of Maker's Gallery. We have a bunch of different flowers that you could create. So just think about that instead of, all the money you would spend. First of all, buying flowers is not affordable. Like, real flowers are not really affordable. Our paper flowers are very, very affordable. And we have paper succulents. We have so many. You'll really, really love it. Daisy says it looks really expensive, but affordable. Yes, Autumn just got her first Cricut. Congratulations. So good. Look at how fast this is, too. Orchids are such a delicate flower.
They really are. Y'all, I've never seen, so my best friend's little girl has an orchid in her room. I've never seen orchid flowers as big as what she has. Yeah. I kid you not, they're the size of my hand.
Wow.
I put them up next to my hand, and I kid you not, they are the size of my hand.
I love it. Look at this. Have you glued all three together? Mm-hmm. Are coming over. I can't wait for this big reveal. Wow.
Yep. And then once you have it glued,
oh my gosh,
you're just going to place that down in your pot. You can grab your Spanish moss.
That is incredible.
Place it in. One thing about Spanish moss is it is very, very, very messy. And then last but not least, we did not add our petals. Let's do that real quick. We're gonna unload that because we did forget to add the petals.
The petals make it so legit.
Yeah.
Like, holy cow.
So what you're gonna do is, let's go overhead. Same thing, you're just gonna take your either scoring stylus or whatever you have, and you're just gonna run that along the edge of that petal to curl it up. If it curls too much, you can kind of straighten it back out.
That's
so
perfect.
You're gonna do that with your small and your large petal. So same thing, we're just gonna curl it. And then you are going to, and one thing I do like to do with the small ones, just so they don't lay on top, is I like to kind of take that edge like we did the top petal and kind of make it go up a little bit so it sits more like that. And then we're gonna glue these two together. So we'll take our hot glue, place some hot glue right there, glue it to the top.
Wow. Look at that. And notice how Lauren's able to just like really move it around. Like there's nothing like you have to be worried about it. This is very like forgivable, wouldn't you say?
Yes, very forgivable. And now what I'm going to do is it's actually better if you go ahead and do both sides. So I'm going to take this, both the small and the large leaves. We're doing the same thing, curling down, and then I'm going to curl the bottom part up just a little bit so that it kind of lays down the way that I want it. And then we're going to take this bottom leaf, we're going to curl it down as well, place it, and this is what I love about paper projects is you can really make it fit however you want.
Yeah.
We're going to glue these together.
Look at that. Oh, Mary just got her Cricut today. Congratulations, Mary.
And then this is why I say it's best if you do these both at the same time, because we're going to add some hot glue in here, and then we're going to take these two and we're going to hold them together.
Yeah.
So that they glue together. So you can kind of move your moss around. Can they see this overhead, Sadie? So we're going to add the glue here around this floral stem, and we're going to add quite a bit. And then I'm just going to bring this side in here with the glue.
And just know, with hot glue, you have to work fairly quick. Notice Lauren's intentionally, like the hot glue sets so fast. You just have to be really mindful and work fairly quickly.
And then I'm holding it together on the outside of the paper. Please be careful not to burn your fingers.
Yeah.
And then if you wanted to, you can even add some more hot glue here on the top once you have that first initial kind of set, and then hold that together.
And what's so cool is that somebody's gonna be winning a $100 gift card to go pick out all their paper at the end of today's show.
I know.
So it's so awesome. So stick with us, everybody, to find out if you are that lucky winner. We're so, so excited.
And there you go.
Oh my gosh, we have two. Lauren, we both get a flower.
I know.
Look. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. This is so incredible. I am so, so excited. And this came together.
Yep, I feel like I have a mess here on the table.
It's okay.
I'm
it's
sorry.
okay. It's a crafty Tom. We are so excited. Lauren, thank you.
Yay.
Look at these flowers, y'all. What do you think? Is this not amazing? Everybody's like, is there a replay? Y'all, you guys know we take good care of you here at Makers Gonna Learn, whether you're a new friend or not, or you've been around forever, you know, we take good care of you. So this link will be available until the end of the month, for a whole National Craft Month, to give you time to craft. This is an amazing project. Now, you're gonna wanna stick with us because we are giving away $100 of the same paper that we're using to go shop for yourself to make whatever you want. That is incredible. but it's boot camp. So when we bring out boot camp, like we show up to like 120%, right? We show up to 120% to over deliver for you. And when we over deliver, it looks amazing, right? Like we want you to make amazing projects, but we know there is so much more than just making this project. We know there's a lot to learn about the machine. We know there's a lot to learn about the software, and that cannot be taught in an hour class, right? So I have a special question for you today, my friends. I am so excited because I wanted to bring you the best possible like training ever. So I have a question for you. So is it okay if I ask you guys a question? Let me go ahead and share my screen because I have it on the screen here. So let's share that screen. And my question here today is, would you like me to help you master your Cricut without confusion, overwhelm, or costly mistakes? Because here's the deal, my friends. We want to help you make sure that you have everything that you need to master your Cricut, right? How many of you would like to have me, Lauren, Alicia, our entire team in your back pocket? Because boy, oh boy, would we love, love, love to share with you everything that we have in our brains and give it to you, right? Like that's what we're here to do. So today, what I want to share with you is you pretty much have two options over this next week. You have two options. Option number one is you can figure this out on your own and end up frustrated and exhausted. I truly believe that you could go through this entire boot camp, and if you are not going to really apply yourself and you don't already understand a lot of the base principles, you could end up frustrated and exhausted. Or you have option number two, you could follow a tried and tested path to go from stressed to successful. How many of us want to go from stressed to successful? Because that is the offer I have for you this week during boot camp. Dun, 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 dun. I hope you said yes. I want to invite you guys to Makers Gonna Learn's membership. And my friends, when you say yes to Makers Gonna Learn, this offer, I don't want to freak anyone out. We have over 1,000 people live with us, and we have over 26,000 enrolled. I only have 300 spots available because I only have 300 of the books that I want to put in the mail for you today. I don't want to freak you out. Sadie, you can drop that link for everyone. We're starting to drop the link. This is our special offer today. I want to go over everything that is here inside of Makers Gonna Learn so that you can think about it this week. The offer will end on Friday, but y'all, I don't want to stress you out. These 300 spots may be gone too quick, okay? They could be gone too quick because we have 1,000 live, we have 26,000 enrolled, but I wanna make sure that everyone here, if you want in, you get your spot today. So we're gonna go over what you get, and then I'm gonna answer all your questions. We already have some people to welcome in the community, and we're gonna do that today too. So what is Makers Gonna Learn? Why do I need it? And what are you talking about, Tanner, right? Let me share with you. What you're getting today is a 30-day challenge to master your Cricut machine. It is incredible. There is a day video for every single day. You're getting over 10,000 cut files. It's actually over 13,000. You're getting over 1,000 fonts. You're getting commercial use license. You're getting a live masterclass every month where we're doing it on Zoom so you get your questions answered. You get our member-only community. And today, you're getting a mailed Cricut reference guide, and you're getting a weeding tool. That is going to be mailed to you as soon as you enroll. I would love, love, love for you guys to claim your spot. We're going to welcome you today. We're so, so excited. And you get a virtual craft summit that happens the first Saturday in October. And then we focus on Christmas. So there's so much inside of this community that you get access to when you say yes. Now you'll get ready to learn exactly how to master your Cricut. Look at this testimonial. The membership is so wonderful and so worth it. The 30-day challenge alone, I've learned so much. For me, it's not about remembering it all, but knowing where to go and find out, and that is Makers Gonna Learn. So guys, that's what I want to remind you. You get everything you need when you join the membership. You don't have to remember it all. You just know where it is to go. And Sally, this offer is still applicable if you did sign up for a trial, because this is a way better deal than your current trial. Great question. Also get ready to make a lot of projects. This is the #1 resource for Cricut crafters to master their machine with thousands of cut files and hundreds of fonts. This is so much value, my friends. Don't feel like you'll have to buy another cut file on Etsy again. Get ready to have the 30-day challenge. This is a $200 value alone, and I walk you through opening that box, setting up the machine, using the software, all the tools, and so much more. It is all available to you inside of this membership. #2, did you guys know each cut file is worth like 50 cents? So if you added that up, that's over $5,000 of value, right? That's expensive, but you get access today to it included in your membership. You're getting over 1,000 fonts. Y'all, fonts online with commercial use access is like $3 a font. That's ridiculous. That's over a $3,000 value. Did you know commercial licensing for one cut file could be up to $400 per file? Did you know as long as you're an active member, you're going to get commercial licensing, meaning you can make all the crafts you want using our files, and you get to make money from that for free. We will literally help you make money. It's insane. I love the value we have here. You're getting monthly master classes, plus you get access to all of our previous classes, and I added it up the other day. There's over 54, y'all. 54. Like, you could spend years watching these. It's so cool. You're also getting our member-only Facebook community, which is most people's favorite part, y'all. It's crazy. So you get that today. It is so good. And today only, this is where there's only 300 available. You're getting our Cricut beginner guide, the reference guide, and you're getting a Maker's Learn weeding tool mailed to you completely for free. As an added bonus. It is so, so fun, okay? Today only, it is awesome. You're also getting a free ticket to our virtual craft summit. So there is a lot here. I don't want to let you know, like I wanted to let you know there's a lot to get, and it's so fun. Cecilia said, join for fonts alone, but y'all, you get so much more than fonts. That's so true. So as you can see, all of this here, it's a lot. It is so fun. And the total value is over $9,500. Like $9,500 of value that you're getting today. Now, also remember, limited time only. This is why you're going to want to hurry in. For $40 off and for the reference guide and weeding tool, there's only 300. So for the first 300 members that join this week, we'll be getting this offer. And if the total value is like close to $10,000, here's my question. What do you think your price is for being here today, right? Remember that we give you guys the best deals. So remember that when you're thinking about like what the price would be, because I think you're going to be shocked, okay? I think you're going to be shocked. If the total value is $9,500, what do you think your price is today? Do you think it's $3,000? Heck no. Who could afford that, right? Like, no, 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 no. You're at boot camp, the lowest price. Do you think it's $2,000? Oh my gosh, could you imagine? Like, I would probably fly to your house for $2,000 and teach you your Cricut. Nowhere close to that. Nowhere close to $1,000 either, y'all. Can you believe that? We want to give you over 5 years of value is today. Everyday price for all of this would be close to $500. $500, y'all. But you're not paying anywhere close to that either. Y'all ready to see what you're paying? This is insane. You're going to get, if you use the coupon code CRAFT40, you're going to save $40, get grandfathered in at this price, and your price today is $230. But you've got to claim your spot before it is too late. People are thinking that it's $300, $400 something dollars. No, y'all. $230, that is going to allow you to craft with me and my team for the next 365 days. And I don't want you to like think about it too long, because you may miss out on getting the special bonuses, and there's only 300. So remember, I want to share this testimonial. I had an older Cricut for 10 years, never took it out of the box because I was so intimidated. 5 or 6 years ago, I was gifted a Cricut Air 2, and that also stayed in the box for almost 3 years. Then I ran across one of Tanner's lives for the first time, and he mentioned his Master the Cricut 30-day book. I knew I had to get over being intimidated. I took a chance on signing up for the Makers Gonna Learn subscription. I can honestly say thanks to Makers Gonna Learn and that Cricut guide, I have now been using my Cricut for 3 years and love it. I'm even more confident in playing around to tackle creative ideas that come to my head. Y'all, I wanna help all of you to continually use your Cricut machine, okay? I wanna help you get it out of the box, I wanna help you use it, and I wanna help you use it to the level you thought you would be when you got your machine. You can also read from Jennifer. For anyone stumbling across this video, wondering about membership, it really is awesome. I'm in my 2nd year of being a member and turn to the team on a regular basis with questions. By far, the most economical aspect of membership is that you get that commercial license to use any file to create items to sell. How cool is that, right? Thanks to Makers Gonna Learn, I finally had the courage to sell what I've been making. Just set up my first display in a local shop in North Dakota. Congratulations, Melissa. Those projects look outstanding. So this will work for you because we're giving you the step-by-step blueprint that you're getting the shortcuts. We're giving you the shortcuts. It is so, so good, and I love it. Now, here's what we want you to do. We want you to click the link. Sadie's dropped it for you. Use that coupon code CRAFT40, and you're going to get in today for $230 for that annual membership. We're going to mail you your Cricut reference guide, and you're getting the weeding tool. So here's the deal. You have until Friday to claim this deal. The deal will end at boot camp on Friday, but we have had quite a few people already enroll this month, and the deal is ending Friday at midnight. So by the end of boot camp, this deal will be closing, but I cannot tell you if it will be available all boot camp. There's only 300 spots. So if you want in, I want you to get in while you can. I want you to claim it first. We're going to welcome a bunch of people that have already said yes prior to the training today. So we're super, super excited. Let us know if you guys are joining. I've seen quite a few of you join. There's been some great questions. Lauren's going to throw me those questions today as we go through this. If you are monthly or dollar deal, okay, I'm talking to dollar deal people that signed up for the trial of membership, this is an insane deal. This will save you hundreds of dollars going yearly compared to monthly. Super awesome, and it's so fun. This is one of the memberships you will have zero regret joining. They deliver, in my opinion, way more than they have promised, and that's very rare. Jump in. Thank you so much. Love it. Sue, you can go on and take that price and convert it for whatever currency you're in. We have Canadian members, Australian members. We love it. So I'm going to start welcoming some people. Let us know if you have questions. I'm so, so excited. I want to welcome Valerie. Lauren, do we have any questions?
Some people were asking about
monthly. Yes.
So monthly, there are a few perks.
There's a few things you don't get.
There are a few things you don't get.
Let's talk number one. If you go monthly today, you are going to pay more than this offer. That's number one. Number two, you're going to pay more. You're not getting the reference guide. You're not getting the weeding tool. You're not getting the virtual craft event. So there's quite a few things you don't get. You are welcome today to join monthly. It is $27 a month, billed every month, every 30 days.
And there were some questions. I think there was some confusion.
Yeah.
We had to do a price increase. Unfortunately, like everybody else has had to do a price increase.
Robin.
We had to as well, just because of the cost of everything. So some people were saying that it was $19.99. I don't know if they were seeing an old sales page.
Maybe they just knew. There's not there. Great question.
It's $27.99
yes, it's $27.
for monthly.
Love that. Membership is so worth it. I love it. Welcome, Eric, Arnold. I love it.
Also, do
Y'all,
we
are
have
these gonna
any
stick to me? Welcome, Shannon.
Do we have any more sticky notes? Because we've had a few that have joined that I want to add.
Yes. Sadie, will you bring some sticky notes over? I love it. I can't put the coupon code in anywhere. So click on annual. You have to say yes to annual first. Then there's a coupon code area. Jacqueline, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are so excited, y'all. And I saw some other people saying, oh my gosh, I'm on a fixed income, something like that. I can't sign up today. Number one, I totally get it. Annual membership is something to save for, but also think about if you could sell your crafts to pay yourself back for this. That is something a lot of people do here, and it is really incredible. Welcome, Liz. And don't forget, you all have all week. I just don't know if these 300 spots are gonna go too soon. So I'm so, so excited. I love it. I'm confused because I've been a member for a long time. So yes, if you're already a member, you're in, my friend. Everyone being a member here, you know, it is all included. So
the reason that we're doing this, and not to confuse our current members, but the reason we're doing this is because we knew we were going to have a lot of new people here.
Yes. If you're already a member, you're already in. So have no fear. I love it. Lauren, I may have to get someone to grab something else for me to stick this to. It's not letting me stick it. It's not letting me stick. Welcome, Mary. Welcome, Terry. Welcome, Lizette. I'm so excited to welcome y'all in.
Are the extras like the book all digital? I didn't have to give address information, so that is my assumption, but I wanted to check. And Elizabeth, because the reason I say, because she is one of the new ones that just signed up. I was actually fixing to write your name down.
Welcome.
If you did not give your address,
we'll
there should have been there should have been a place for your address. If your billing address is different from your shipping address, please make sure you email hi@makersgonnalearn.com so that we can get your best shipping address. That way we can ship the goodies to you.
Yes. Welcome, Mary. Welcome, Moretz. Welcome, Catherine. Catherine fell. We're so excited to welcome y'all. Why is it not sticking? No. Do we have any paper? Do you have any of my white paper I use for like ideas? Can we see if we have any of that?
I wonder if it's where you...
It's from I cleaned it off.
Where you cleaned it.
I love it. We may have to fix it, so we'll have to get that ready. Let's make sure.
Because even these new ones aren't sticking.
Yeah, they're not. Let's come over here, y'all. Let's see what questions we've got today. I'm so excited. Welcome, Leslie.
Oh!
We're losing everything today.
We're losing our minds too.
I love it. I love it. Jennifer, she has a great thought. So Jennifer, we want you all to be as committed as possible. So when you commit to this offer, and again, you have all week to decide. So that's super, super fun. It's not a punishment, my friend. It is just, we give the most for the people when they commit to themselves. So we want you to say yes to spending a year with us. And when you do so, you unlock a ton of bonuses, which is super, super awesome. I love it, love it, love it. So good. My Cricut sat there until I found Makers Gonna Learn. The price is so worth it. The money and support you will get and all the information I get in here. Thank you. Thank you, Sherry. You're so awesome. I love it. It is worth the savings. Woohoo. Super, super fun.
If you've previously joined but you want to upgrade and you're not sure what your I guess status is, email hi@makersgonnalearn.com and they will definitely get you taken care of.
Now Denise, what you need to do to get this offer today, you need to put in that coupon code CRAFT40. So just put in that coupon code CRAFT40 today, my friends, and you will be able to get in at the discount, and that coupon code grandfathers you in. So you'll get the savings this year, and then it waterfalls on to next year and the next year. So it kind of compounds for you, which is super, super awesome. I am so excited for you guys to have it. Now, what I want to let you guys know, you don't have to sign up today.
No.
But the offer does end on Friday. So if you want in here, you may want to go ahead and grab it before Friday because this offer will end and we don't want you guys to miss out. Is this beneficial at all if you have a Joy? Great question. Yes. This is great if you have a Cricut Joy, and here's why. This project you could make with the Cricut Joy.
Yes.
Easy.
There are a few limitations with the Joy. However, pretty much all of the files that you use with a regular Cricut, you're still going to use with the Joy. Now, there are some print and cut files because you technically can't do print and cut with a Joy. However, there is a workaround for that, and we're actually coming out with a video very soon how to do that.
Love it.
But you're still getting benefit from having access to how to use the design software, how to the fonts you can still use on the Joy, all the other
pins. I mean, you're getting a lot here. And what I think people forget about is if you're a Joy owner, majority of Cricut content on YouTube inside our community is centered around an Explorer Maker. But the software is where you need to learn the most. So what you'll notice is that you'll just have a smaller mat and you could have done the same project. So it's really cool to see that come together and notice how it will work for you. So great question. The coupon code today is CRAFT40. So CRAFT40 will get you that discount today. Super, super awesome. That will grandfather you in. So you get savings this year, next year, and so on and so forth. So that is so good. I love it. Yay. I cannot wait. I love seeing everyone going yearly. That is so awesome. Now, we have a lot of questions usually. What is the difference between Makers Gonna Learn and Cricut Access? So I want to address that. So Cricut Access does not give true training to equip you to be an amazing crafter. They give you a ton of files. It's like 200,000 files that you get access to. And it's very similar to Netflix. So when you cancel, all of the files you had access to go away, just like Netflix.
This is, I think, one of my favorite parts of our membership.
Yeah.
Is what you're fixing to tell them.
Yeah. So any file that you download while you're a member of the year that you're a member, you will get to keep that with a personal use license. So you'll have something to show for the finances invested way more than in most memberships, because you'll have those files. First of all, you'll have the education, you'll have the training, you'll have the equipping that we will give you, which is something you'll be able to brag about yourself for, not even us, like you'll have it. So it'll be super awesome. So we're so, so excited.
So, I mean, I want you to sit and imagine, like, first of all, I think a lot of people get confused thinking that Design Space and Cricut Access are the same thing.
Yeah.
They're completely different. So Design Space is the software that we use to design everything in, and it's free to use. You do not have to have Cricut Access.
Yeah.
Cricut Access is their membership that you get access to all of those cut files.
Yes.
However, like Tanner was saying, just to reiterate, if you decide, yeah, I can't afford, I can't afford Cricut Access this time, like I'm gonna cancel it.
Right.
You lose everything that you have worked on. Yes. All of those projects that included a Cricut Access file, you've now lost it.
Yeah.
So if you are a Makers Gonna Learn member and you join us for a year, for a month, whatever, and there is something that comes up in your life and you're like, right now, it's just not the time for me. I can't afford it, because y'all, we're human too. We understand things come up.
For sure.
But the cool thing is the files that you've used, the fonts that you've used, the projects that you've created, you may no longer have commercial use license.
Sure.
But you still have those projects
file, you have it,
that you can use for personal use.
And I also love to hit on, if you're not learning your machine, the files aren't really going to serve you, right? Like the tutorials they have inside Design Space, like there's a reason you're not reaching your fullest potential.
Yes.
When like this project, guys, guess how many steps this would have been on if it was a Cricut Design Space project? Three or four steps.
And I don't understand how that could have been 3 or 4 steps.
Step one would have been cut it. Step 2 would have been
glue it.
Fold it. Let it fold it, glue it, attach it. That's the tutorial. If we were to write this tutorial out or ask one of you guys to like step out everything Lauren did, y'all, that's probably like 15 to 25 steps. So that's what we're doing. We're establishing and teaching you guys how to be real crafters and teaching the why behind what we do. If you really learned something today, you're gonna love being a part of this community, and it's gonna be an investment in yourself. And a lot of you, it may have been a long time since you've invested in yourself. Investing in membership in my opinion, is just as important as saying yes to your machine. Because a lot of you have said yes to your machine, but you're not getting the use out of it that you want. And that's one thing why we like to do boot camp. Like even our members get a ton out of boot camp because it's like, wait, I need to focus in on a project. Oh my gosh, this is new ideas. But for you that may not be a member yet, really ask yourself, am I using my Cricut to the fullest potential? And the answer is no. I highly recommend taking the 30-day Cricut challenge. Inside Maker's Gonna Learn. We have so much training. It is so good. Welcome, Mary. Yay! Mary, you've been around for a long time. I had no idea you were not a member. Oh my goodness, I love it. Option 2, that's why I joined. Yes, I love it. Yolanda says, I'm just scared to cancel access. So Yolanda, you're welcome to carry both Maker's Gonna Learn and Cricut Access. A lot of people do.
A lot of our members do.
Do not feel like you have to cancel or pick one over the other.
No.
Cecilia then says, I canceled Cricut Access shortly after joining and have not looked back. So see, there's value either way. Like so good, so good. Aw, you guys are awesome.
We did have a friend say something about if you're having issues with payment, like you don't know if the payment went through, you're not sure, definitely make sure you reach out to customer service, hi@makersgonnalearn.com. They are eager to serve you guys and really get down to answering those questions for you. It's hard for us to be on the back end of things, so that's what they're there for. Make sure you email hi@makersgonnalearn.com.
Love it.
Our customer service team is great.
Jennifer, we only offer inside of our Makers Gonna Learn community. So my friends, the cool part is your enrollment fee actually contributes to everyone's value. So the more members we have, the more value we create. It would not be cost effective for you if we were to charge in-person design space classes, right? Like it would be really expensive. So this is the best place to get the most value for the lowest price is inside of Makers Gonna Learn. This is our tried and true membership.
And really and truly, if you think about it, we do have monthly member-only classes where we have just recently, and this is part of the creating more value for the whole instead of doing individual. We last month, or actually it was last week, was this month, we did our member-only live, which is normally on Facebook. We did it on Zoom. That way people, if they had a question about Design Space, they could raise their hand on Zoom. If they didn't want to turn on their camera, they don't have to. But you can actually physically use your voice, talk to us via Zoom, and we respond back to you.
And get the coaching, get the support, get anything that you guys need available, which is super cool. Now I'm seeing a few questions. Oh, I love it. Congratulations. Welcome, welcome, Joy. Yay, you guys are awesome. So you do not need Cricut Access if you're a Makers Learn member. You can carry both though, you don't have to. All of our files, someone complimented our files. I again do think that we have really awesome files. Like we spend a lot of time designing them and coming up with them and brainstorming. It is super, super fun. And yes, I love it. My daughters are the biggest Makers Learn fans out there. We homeschool and use the videos as part of our art class. The year membership is one of the best purchases we made. That's awesome. I'm so glad.
That makes me so
I love
happy.
that we can contribute to homeschool class. Yay! I love it. The thing I love best is that you aren't married to Cricut products. You are frank about the best options out there. Kelly, and let me just explain. We are not married to any brand in the crafting umbrella due to the fact that we actually are married to our members, right? Like we serve you and the value that we provide is like just to help you get the best value, right? Like we're not paid by anyone other than serving you and working directly for the consumer. So I love it, love it, love it, love it. How much is the membership and how do we pay? So you want to click the link. We will go ahead and drop that link for you. And the coupon code is CRAFT40. So just go ahead and drop that. That is so fun. Can you clarify what commercial license allows you to do?
Yes. Love that question.
So let's talk about it. First of all, commercial license is one of the benefits that goes away if you have to cancel your membership. So I just like to be frank about that. But number one, what is it? What can I do with it?
What is it?
Right? So if you have 10,000 pieces of art from us to use, if you're an active member, you can take that file, put it on a shirt, you could put it on anything that you make, and you can sell it
yes.
for a profit, and it's legal.
Yeah.
Because we are saying use our art to make you money.
Right. Now, I do think there is a limit. You can't do like mass production.
So it's not mass production, but anything that you make of the same size and the same design up to 500.
Yeah.
If you're making 500 t-shirts, I'm going to come just do you a welfare check and be like, are you okay?
Are you good?
Like, because 500 would be a lot. So anything less than 500, which would none of us crafters would make the same thing, the same size, everything. So it covers you. We take good care of you guys, and I love it.
Now, we did have a friend ask, can you show us what we get with the annual membership? Will you show us the cut files, fonts, etc.? You actually can go on our website and you can preview all of those yourself. Yes. You can go through the files. You can see what you like. You don't have to, I mean, we can show you, but it's really going to be best if you go look yourself to search for what you are wanting to see.
What I will do, since we had slides today, what I will do is kind of pop over here and just explain to you guys how to enroll. So on the join page, it has a lot for you guys to take a look at and check out. This right here is so good. So this is the Makers Learn Promise. It is the #1 membership that beginners and experienced crafters love for frustration-free training, fantastic cut files, fresh and unique fonts, and a community that truly feels like family. So right now for boot camp, you're getting in for $40 off. You're gonna use that coupon code CRAFT40 to unlock that savings. We're gonna help you make sure that you love this and you get a ton. So inside here, you can read about all of this. It's so good. You can see we have a lot of videos, training, so much. We are the #1 trusted and most loved online destination for crafters who want to master their Cricut. You can see we are like legit, and these numbers need to be added because we have so many more. But it's so fun. So you can see we have cut files, fonts. Our Cricut reference guide is a big deal. We'll mail you one today. You get member-only master classes. You get the member-only Facebook. And you get 2 ways to choose it. So you can go monthly or you can go annually and get all of these bonuses. Look at all that you get when you say yes to this bonus today and use that coupon code CRAFT40. So click join now and go annual. You'll see it's normally $270, but you're not paying that. You're going to use the coupon code CRAFT40, and then there you go. You've applied the coupon successfully. Everyone asked about billing address or shipping address in general. This is where it goes. So just use that best billing and shipping address. So good. And now you'll be able to get instant access to everything, my friends. Congratulations. I can't wait to see you inside. When you're a member, look at this dashboard. We've tried to make this the easiest website possible for you to get the most out of. And that is right here on our dashboard. You can see this is kind of like set up like an app. It is cut files, fonts, Facebook group, courses, classes, resources, favorites, which you can go through the site and favorite what you want. You can read about the commercial license and you get videos. And we even have a calendar, so you can click here to see all of the boot camps and live trainings you can partake in, which is super, super, super fun. And again, y'all, this deal is only available until Friday. So if you are wanting to make sure to go ahead and get in, you want to claim your spot before the end of the week. So yay, I love it. So good. So you can see cut files. There's so many. You can search through a ton of different categories. You can search your favorites. You could see like we have a whole kid category. We have so many different ones. Super awesome. Our fonts are one of my favorites. And you can see we have all sorts of different ones to choose from. We have a few different styles, which you can see here. Still loading. Will I keep my price I paid last year, or will it be lower? So you get the same price that you have today. So you'll use that coupon code CRAFT40 and you'll be able to get that savings year after year. So you'll keep your savings, which is awesome. So you can go to script.
If you are having issues, if you're trying to join, if you just signed up and you're trying to join, and it's asking for your password, and you're not, you should be getting an email, right?
So if you just joined and you have not set a password, I'll go back to this join page right here. So right here, you actually set your password. So I'm signed in, so look right here. If we log out, you'll see what it looks like. So look right back here. Oops. So you would create your account. Hold on, it still thinks I'm signed in, I think. Okay, beautiful. So you would create your account. So this is where you create an account. You would put in your name, last name, email, password, phone number, and then your billing information and all that. So it's super fun. And yes, this does renew automatically, so you don't even have to worry about it. That's how you keep your same price. When you use the coupon code CRAFT40, that actually keeps your price here, which is super awesome. And that way you don't have to worry about it. And then you'll be automatically logged in. Here you can see we have a lot of courses and classes. I'll sign in real fast. And it's awesome. Yay, I love it.
We will be doing the Ashley Falco giveaway here in just a few minutes.
In 1 second. So sorry for the delay. Under classes, it is so good because you can see we have a lot. So snow globe glass tumbler, you can see epoxy tumblers, fabric pumpkins. Someone asked about a joy project. This is my Cricut Joy stair reveal. I actually made this whole project with the Cricut Joy, so fun. I made these little frames all for like $1. It's incredible. It is so good. So yay, welcome. You can get this membership today for $230. Just use the coupon code CRAFT40. So good. Welcome all new members. So good. I love it. All right, now I have the amazing Ashley Falco. I carried this mouse over. Carrying the mouse. Okay. I have the winner for the amazing Ashley Falco paper pack. So Jackie, you're late. You're really late. You're late.
Yep.
This has been going for a long time now.
2 hours.
2 hours. So I have the giveaway winner. I'm so excited. If you want to be entered to win, you have to be either a Makers Learn member or you have to sign up for boot camp. Either way. We've put all those names together in a pot. We randomly generated a number, and then we picked the number randomly.
Yep.
So today's winner will be taking home a $100 gift card to Ashley Falco, which is our paper partner, who the paper we use. We love them. So good. So are you ready to know? Wanda Smith! Yay! Congratulations. Let's see if Wanda's here.
And that's the thing.
Wanda's not here.
Wanda's not here.
Darn.
You don't have to be present to
that
win.
Is cool.
Now, like I said, Tanner likes to throw in some.
We do have bonus giveaways.
Be present to win giveaways, like he did earlier with the $100 Amazon gift card.
Yes.
However, what you see on the giveaway page, like the Ashley Falco, the heat press for tomorrow, that's chosen out of members and people who sign up for boot camp, things like that. But Tanner also likes to give away random stuff, bonuses for free, or bonuses for people that are here live with us. So definitely make sure you come back and join us live.
For anyone that is not already, does anyone have questions about the actual book that I'm mailing you? So if you're signing up today, we are mailing you a Makers Learn weeding tool. It's so good to have these in your back pocket. You'll always need them. We're also giving you our Cricut reference guide. Now, everyone on the team, I use this all the time.
All the time.
All the time. And we designed this right before Cricut updated all their softwares and got it really confusing. Like, we had this book designed, and then we almost sent it to the printer, and Cricut updated and released unite, subtract, intersect, exclude. What is it saying, right? Like, we're trying to learn a few basic functions, and then there's a lot of other ones.
Right.
So we have a page in this book. This is why we're so passionate about trying to get it to everyone's hands, where I use this like every time I Cricut now.
Yes.
Because I get confused on which button to press.
It stays on mine and Alicia's craft table.
We keep one here on the table. We keep one everywhere. So I want to get this to you. In addition to that, we go over all types of tools and when to use them. We go over terminology so that you can learn easier watching our trainings. Cut settings are some of my favorites.
I think my favorite out of this whole thing is keep going.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily the cut settings. It's the easy press heat settings.
Yeah, we love
I think that one is my favorite.
The easy press heat settings are iconic.
And it might be my favorite because I went through, like, I helped create, like, get all the times and temperatures. But I tested every single thing on there to get you the exact time, temperature, everything.
It's beautiful. And like some of these online like just aren't good. So we tested everyone's. We made sure, so this is the most accurate, which we love.
Yeah.
You can also see we have quick guides in the back for all the main things like print and cut, adhesive vinyl, heat transfer, anything like that. We have guides for you. So this is not just for like a beginner. This is for any crafter in the world that uses a Cricut. So that is super, super awesome. Yes, I love it. I'm so, so excited. And yes, if you're already a member, go ahead and email customer care and we'll see what we do. Say you're a member.
Yeah.
We'll help you. And it is awesome. I love it. Yeah, you guys definitely need the book. So I'd love to mail this to you if you sign up for an annual membership today. Just claim it. Use the coupon code CRAFT40. That will get you the discount, the mailed books. I don't know how many have been claimed, but we hope to have this available all week. We'll see. There's only 3. We physically only have 300. So like if we run out of 300, we have to like call the print shop and like see what we can do to try to get more coming for you.
Yep.
So I love it. Yay! I love it.
Yes, if you are a member, the reference guide is also available digitally.
Yeah, so if you join today, you could go look under the resource library. It was what I mentioned on the dashboard. Go to resource library and you'll see it. It's at the bottom. So super awesome. But here is what you got to do, y'all. We still have 600 people here. Thank you guys so much for being here for day 1 of Cricut Boot Camp. We crushed. Lauren, congratulations. What a great project.
Yeah. I'm tired.
It was a fun project.
Yeah.
Everybody learned something. They got to see the power of flowers.
The power of paper, really.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing, is that you can learn to take something. I love how we can take something so simple and make it elegant.
Yeah, it's really fascinating to see everyone in the chat. People were so blown away to see it was paper that did it. Like it was, they were like, wait, really? It's this easy? Like really I can do it too?
And it looks so complicated. When you just look at that, you think, I can't do that.
Yeah.
But y'all, it's so easy.
Yeah, it is crazy. It is crazy, crazy, crazy. So be sure to rewatch this again at the end of the month. This is going into the member-only library under classes. So this is added value. You'll have it forever. We're going to edit it down so you have just the best training parts of the class today for members. So don't even feel like there's rush. But if you're not a member, what are you waiting for? This is the best deal, the best value. I can't wait to see you inside membership. It's gonna be so awesome. Again, no pressure. You have all week. Friday is the last day, so get in while you can. And we're super, super excited. Yes, now, what do you gotta do tomorrow? What time? Guess what time we're meeting back here tomorrow?
1:30.
1:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll be back day 2. It's an amazing project. We'll have more giveaways, more fun to be had at day 2 of the Maker Boot Camp, my friends. Yay! You can use watercolor paint rather than acrylic. Yes, I love it. So good. Okay, y'all. How long does it normally take? Deborah, not too long at all. We'll double check and make sure that you can get in that Facebook group if you're a member, so we can get you in there. So 1:30 p.m. tomorrow, Jackie, not like 3, 1:30. Awesome. Just became a member and I'm blown away by the resource library. That's what I'm saying. There's so much. Can't wait to get to Macon with this to assist. Exactly. Yay. Awesome. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow for day 2 of Maker Boot Camp at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Bye, guys.
Bye.